Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with a real special vehicle, the final prototype of the brand new Mercedes G-Class. Because after almost 40 years, the German luxury brand has recreated its icon. It's still looking the same, but it's driving way more comfortable, is way more luxurious and doesn't lose any of its off-road capabilities. At least that's what the engineers are promising. And that's what they want to show us here on their home turf at the iconic Schöckl Mountain close to Graz in Austria. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to drive the car, but at least from the passenger seat, I can tell you what you may expect when the car will hit the market in this summer. So join me on my ride here on Thomas Geiger Car. Sadly only on the passenger seat, but at least the vehicle is driving and I'm having my first ride in the new Mercedes G-Class. And something that you can easily recognize here on the iconic Schöckl Mountain is that the off-road capabilities have not changed with the modernization of the vehicle. The opposite is the fact. Since the ladder frame, the reduction gearbox and the 3 locks are still there, the car goes everywhere and anywhere and easily crawls the roughest roads. But the new thing is, at least what the engineers are promising, the better comfort on the road due to wider stands, longer wheelbase, new steering, new suspension. The car really offers an SUV-like comfort on the road, something we will figure out on our regular test drives in summer this year. There is not much what the engineers tell us about the drivetrain at the moment, but you can expect the V8 engine that is recently launched in the S-Class. You can expect the 63 engine from AMG because it's the best-selling AMG model ever, and you for sure can expect some fuel-efficient 6-cylinder diesel and petrol engines. Overall, the G-Class will be more efficient due to a weight reduction of about 100 to 200 kilo and to the new powertrains. But probably that's not enough, because even an icon can't ignore the future, so even the G-Class will get electrified somehow. I would suggest a plug-in hybrid is due in the next 2 years, and I won't be surprised if there is a fully electric version in the years after. Yes, the car is still covered, but there is no cover in the world to hide the iconic shape of the G-Class. And Mercedes has not made the mistake to change that a lot. The car is getting a bit wider and a bit longer to increase interior space, but overall it's still the shoebox on wheels that we all like and love. Even the indicator lights on the bonnet are still there. It was a hard fight for the engineers, but the designers didn't make any compromise on that. So you see it once and you recognize G-Class forever. Now that I'm behind the wheel, there is nothing that I would like to do more than just drive and do some off-road. But for that, I have to wait a few more months. At least they allow me to take a seat and to look around to lift the camouflage. And what we see there is the big screen from E and S class with the digital instruments, also available in analog style if you like to. We have the command controller from E and S class with the touchpad atop, and we have the new steering wheel from the S class with the gear lever behind the wheel and not on the center tunnel anymore. But since G-Class is G-Class, there are still some iconic details taken over from the outgoing model. The 3 buttons for the locks and the handle for the co-driver, which is not show but fully functional, and you might need it when you go down a hill like that. Yes, the feeling in the G-Class might have dramatically changed for the driver as well, But the biggest benefit of the new generation is to be discovered on the rear seat. In the outgoing model, you feel something cramped in the back, no comfort, no knee room, and entering and exiting the car was very difficult with shoes more than size 6 or 7. Now, with 5 centimeters more wheelbase, with bigger door opening and a sliding rear seat, it's almost comfortable in the back, and you can drive to the end of the world and back without having any troubles, not only behind the wheel, but also in the second row. Thank you for joining me on that first passenger ride with the brand new Mercedes G-Class. For me, a good example how you can keep an icon up to date without losing its origins. Because it looks like the G-Class, it feels like the G-Class, and at least from the passenger seat, it also drives like the G-Class. So everything as you know it and as you might expect it, just a little better than before. So I really can't wait to drive the car on my own, sometimes next summer. Thank you, tschüsschen, and bye-bye.